All right, so for paint, I like Rust-oleum. I just like their formula better. What I will say about Krylon is I do like their nozzles a lot better. But today's colors we're going to be using, Rust-oleum tan, light green, flat earth brown, and for the base layer, we're using flat deep forest green. All right, so I've got the base layer on the rifle so far. Okay. All right, so keep in mind when you're painting rifles, especially bolt guns, you want to be careful of the layer and the amount of paint that you use on the barrel in connection with the actual main body of the rifle. Okay. Now this is a 50 cal, so I don't really think that you have to layer it up a bunch. Like I'm talking about like a bunch of paint. Really mess up the harmonics of the barrel. Okay. So I didn't spray too much. I've got a pretty good coat, at least 2 layers so far. Okay. Another thing that you're going to deal with painting rifles is gun oil. Like this is factory oil on here. So I did a quick wipe. You can use brake cleaner. I'm out, so I didn't use that, but I used kind of like alcohol solution and wiped it off. It was really bad around the trigger, the bottom receiver portion, and kind of the trigger portion. All right, so looking pretty good so far. All right, then we're gonna move into the stenciling. Okay. All right, so another thing you want to keep in mind when painting your rifle is the atmosphere. And what I mean by that is the elements. So today is like 50 degrees and it is raining, so it's cold and it's damp. So it's taking quite a while for the base coat to dry. So I've got my little blower here. What I'm gonna do is just gonna blow it a little bit. Not too high, just give it a little bit of air. Just to speed up the process. And so when you're doing this, when you're watching it dry, you can actually see the coloration of the paint change from kind of like obviously a wet to a dry, but you can kind of see already on the scope, it's got that matte finish. When the paint dries and kind of soaks in and just sets, it will turn to like a good matte finish. Which anytime you're painting, you want ultra matte. Rust-oleum has their own camouflage series, and let's see, it says 2 times ultra cover, and this is kind of I'm not trying to focus. Yeah, there you go. So I've always enjoyed using Rust-oleum. Like I said earlier in the video, Krylon has the best nozzles. See if I can focus here. There you go. See how this one gets pretty messy. Krylon obviously has the best nozzle. I'll show you a Krylon. I don't have that one. This is a regular one. But if you guys find like a Krylon, it's got like, so this is matte Spanish moss. But Krylon has a blue nozzle on top here, and that's like the best overall dispersion. I did have a tan one with that, and I just don't like their formula. I like Rust-oleum's formula better.